My 22F, Psychologist, 40F, advised me to dress more modestly. I'm not sure how I feel about this. My psychologist and I have a good relationship, but this struck me the wrong way. So a little backstory. I've had a few issues with relationships in the past. 2 of my exes were drug addicts and the other one sexually abused me. I was telling my psychologist about a new person I went on a date with. It was a lunch with a guy the first met at the gym earlier that week. He was mostly focused on my body and his personality was lacking, but I still slept with him because I was very attracted to him. Afterwards I wasn't that interested in him anymore, but we had fun and I feel no shame or regret. My psychologist then tells me that maybe if I wear more modest clothing, I would be approached by more decent men. She mentioned the outfit I wore the week before, a spaghetti strap crop top and a maxi skirt, and asked me why I dressed like that. She said, "You're an intelligent girl, but if you dress like this people will not see that and only be interested in your body. There's a few problems I have with this. 1. By saying that I would attract more decent men by dressing more modest, she implies that I could have prevented the bad men in my life if I just dressed differently. It even makes me feel a bit like the sexual abuse I've been through is my own fault. 2. I'm a fashion design student. I don't dress to please men or attract men, good or bad. I dress like how I feel comfortable with and I like having some freedom and creativity with my looks. 3. It distracts from the real issue I want to work on, the fact that I'm attracted to people with mental issues and having difficulties leaving people who hurt me. 4. When I was approached by this man at the gym, I was wearing an oversized black men's t-shirt and loose black shorts covering until the middle of my thigh. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's right about it. She's in a happy marriage, while I'm still unable to have a healthy relationship. Should I just trust her on this? Fire her, of course. That's bullshit, which is why you're asking. What the actual F? Report him. She crossed the line. Find a new therapist. Dress how you want, get a new therapist. When I fucked girls on the first date, I never took them seriously. That's just me. Patterns and outcomes, it's not difficult. If you wear a shirt, if a certain band people that like that certain band will mention it, it will draw them to you. My 24F, ex-boyfriend, 25M. Beat up my current boyfriend, 24F, without any provocation. Hi. So I am still shaken up and don't know what to do as of the moment. Last week my boyfriend was coming home from work when my ex-boyfriend, who I was broken up with for 2 years already, approached him and pushed him over. My boyfriend confronted him, "What's the problem?" and then my ex, without any warning, punched my boyfriend in the nose and proceeded to beat him before bystanders interfered. Long story short, the police got involved and we got a TRO against my ex. A little background. My ex was abusive. Sexually, mentally, emotionally and verbally. He would constantly cheat on me when we were still together, lie and gaslight me into thinking I wasn't enough. Until he broke up with me for the last time and I decided that enough was enough. Until 7 months later, I met my current boyfriend, who is the exact opposite of what my ex is, and we actually don't post anything remotely about him, just about us being happy and contented with each other until the said incident. We did not provoke him or whatsoever for him to do that, as he was blocked on all social media and we never post anything about him. We were just minding our business and doing our best for our relationship. Now, even with the TRO and us moving into the next city, and all that, he is still sending my boyfriend threats that it's not over and he will still beat him up, and death threats using dummy phone numbers and accounts. I am scared for my BF. I don't know what to do anymore. Why won't my ex leave me alone? Can someone tell what to do? Every time he makes a threat, he is violating that restraining order. Report it each and every time. Violations will get him put in jail. That's what you got it for. Report it to the police. Death threats are taken very seriously. Put a restraining order on him. People like your ex are just provoked by the fact that you were able to move on and find happiness. Get that boss in jail and have your boyfriend press charges for assault. Issuing threats after a restraining order is issued isn't exactly making a case for remaining a free man. Sounds like you should press charges for assault against your former BF. Might also consider a suit for harassment against him. I, 27F. Just caught my boyfriend, 26M, in a lie and he does not know about it. Basically, I caught my boyfriend in a lie and he doesn't know that I know about it. We have been together for 4 years, lived together for a year. Today, he told me that he was going to meet one of his male friends and that they had not spoken in a while, so he needed time to catch up with him. I was totally okay with it and I told him to have a great time. Before he left the house though, he kept asking me if I logged into his WhatsApp through my computer. I told him that I hadn't, but he kept insisting on it. I didn't even know that he had logged into his WhatsApp account using my computer. When he left the house, my curiosity got tickled. I kept wondering why he was insisting that I had logged into his WhatsApp account. So I did. Turns out, he was going to meet another woman. I'm not sure what they were going to do, but I know this girl. I know that they've gotten really close these past few weeks because when I see him texting, he is always texting her. I keep telling myself that they are just friends, but I am wondering why he would lie about meeting her though. I am all for having friends of all genders when one is in a relationship. Throughout our relationship, there has been a lot of communication, love and trust. So, I am not sure how to confront him about it because of the method I used to find out about this whole thing. I also feel like my trust for him is a bit shaken. I feel really awful right now. How should I bring this topic up? It's honestly simple. He didn't tell you because he is cheating on you. Make a batch of cookies and put them in a cookie jar. When he gets home, ask him if he wants a cookie. When he goes in the jar to grab one, slam it shut on his hand and say that's what greedy bitches get. He's cheating on you. It's clear. How you found out he was lying is not your issue. The fact that he lied to you to meet another woman is your issue. He's cheating on you. Just show up on their date and confront him then with his belongings. Remind him he wasted 4 years of your time. 21F, 21M. My boyfriend is upset because my jaw dropped because I saw my friend after a while. Alright, so my friend, whom we will call Jack, was always this skinny lanky kid. I've known him for basically since we were babies because the neighbor also had their kid around the same time, so we became friends. At the end of high school he was 6 inches 1 and 130 pounds roughly. Very lanky lol. He moved away to attend university out of town. We still talked on the phone, but we were both caught up in our own world. Anyways, after 4 years he got a job back in our city and he said he wanted to start hanging out again with the whole gang. His socials are completely blank, so I didn't even know about these changes. Anyways, my BF and our friends all decided to meet at a restaurant and in walks Jack. Fucking completely unrecognizable. Like, who the hell is this guy? My jaw visibly dropped and I grabbed my BF's arms. Because like the man had a full-on beard now, great shape, jewelry, a lil eyebrow slit, perfect teeth. Obviously I was shook because this is the same lanky kid with crooked teeth that I grew up with. Bro literally went from boy to man. We get home and my boyfriend said he isn't too happy with my reaction at the restaurant. I explained to him that I was just surprised. Like, yay, he's attractive, but I'm not attracted to him. He doesn't like the fact that my jaw dropped, but my jaw would have dropped at a giraffe in a suit and hat walked into the restaurant. It was just surprising. What do you guys think of my reaction? Not even Miss Universe is more attractive than my wife, and even if she were, she still isn't. Do you understand what I'm saying? You keep saying that you were only surprised because he looks different, but you've also mentioned that he was attracted multiple times in comments and the post. And you mentioned that to your boyfriend too. If you literally dropped your jaw because this guy was hot, then yeah, it's fair that your boyfriend is annoyed about that. Even in this post thirsting after him lol. I don't blame BF. Anyways, my BF and our friends all decided to meet. It sounds like your reaction was over the top thirsty and in front of other friends, so of course it was embarrassing for him. Any future interactions will be marred by this and you should keep that in mind when you want to meet up with this guy. Don't play poker.